quantity 2. So how much is quantity 1? 1 or 2. Next, quantity 2. The product of two distinct number and sum of its digit is 405. Also product of number obtained by changing the digits and its sum of the digits is 486. Find the number. So they said that is a two distinct number, right? So you will get two distinct number. Yes or no? But quantity 1 is a three distinct number. Need not to calculate quantity 2. Even if you calculate, you will get two distinct number. But quantity 1 is a three distinct number, hence quantity 1 is more than quantity 2. That's it. Need not to even calculate that. Next. Quantity 1. 4 classes having 10, 20, 30, 40 students respectively have pass percentage as 20%, 30%, 60, 100% respectively. What is average percentage of 4 classes? Average. So how many students are there? Total how many students are there? So 100 students are there, so the number that you get is equal to its percentage. So you have to calculate percentage here. So E is by half into 100. 100 gets cancelled, so whatever you are going to calculate, that is your answer. Need not to do that. So for 10 students, what is average percentage? 20. So that will be, how much is that? 20% of 10? 2. And then next, out of 20%, 30%. What is percentage? 6%. Next, 60% out of 30? 18. Next, 40% plus 40. So this is your overall pass percentage, right? How much is that? 20, 66. Total 66. Quantity 1 is 66. Next, quantity 2. 2 vessels contains a mixture of milk and water in the respective ratio 8:3 and 5:1. 35 liters of cask is filled with these vessels so as to make milk and water ratio 4:1. Right. So what percent of total quantity is from first vessel? So out of 35 liters, you have to calculate the quantity from first vessel. Right. So which concept? Allegation. Let's concentrate either only milk or only water. So from the first container, milk to water ratio is 8:3. So milk occupies 8 out of 11 parts. And from the second container, milk is 5 out of 6 parts. And when you mix these two quantities, you got a milk and water respective ratio 4:1. So milk occupies 4 out of 5 parts. Go for allegation. Denominator is 30. 5 times 25. 6 4 times 24. Difference is 1. 11 5 times 55. 5 8 times 40. 11 4s 44. 44 40 difference is 4. So go for cross multiplication. So it becomes 55 and it becomes 4 into 30. Yes or no? How much is this? 120. Cancellation? Cancellation. 5 cancellation with 5, or directly can, because you are asked to calculate percentage of first container. Total how much quantity we have now in terms of number of parts? 175. So out of 175, you are asked to calculate 55 forms what percent, correct? Quantity of the first container, right? So how much is quantity 1? Quantity 1, 66. How much is 50% of this number? Near about 87.5. Yes or no? This is less than that. Hence this value is less than 50%. So hence quantity 1 is more than quantity 2. Average అంటే ఓవరాల్గా తీసుకోవాలమ్మా. బై 100 వేయాలి కదా ఎలాగూ. ఇంటూ 100 బై 100 క్యాన్సిల్ అయిపోయినాయి కదా, అందుకని రాయలేదు మనం. నెక్స్ట్, average percentage in the sense it is not divided by 4, divided by total number of students. Total number of students are 100. We have already divided that and cancelled with 100. Next, 33. A's salary becomes, that is 15 by 8 times. 15 by 8 times of initial salary after increasing by some percentage and then double the percentage in second time. So what is the percentage increase in the second time? You are asked about percentage increase in second time. Now, initial value. So we have some number here. we have increased its value by, let's say, x%, and then afterward again increased by 2x%, double the first increase. So now it becomes 15 by 8 times. So if you start your initial value as 8 parts, so final value becomes 15 parts. Now you need to calculate x value here. So for timing, let it be 25%. What is 25% of this number? 2. After increasing 25%, it becomes 10. If x is 25%, 2x is 50%. What is 50% of 10? 5. So it becomes 15. So what is the value of x here? 25. But you are asked to calculate percentage increase in second time. Percentage increase in second time, which is 50. Otherwise, if you want to start your question with x only, if it is x%, after that it is 2x. So a single value increase, change it for 2 times. So to calculate overall change, you will use a plus b plus ab by 100. Yes or no? So that in terms of percentage, calculate percentage increase from 8 to 15. So that will be 7 increase from 8 becomes 15. 7 by 8 into 100. This is actual percentage increase, which is equal to a plus b plus ab by 100. A value is x and b value is 2x. Substitute it, then you will get the answer. Right? So, but instead of that, because your starting value is 8, after increasing x%, every time you will get a round figure. 10% of this number? 0.8. So 0.8, which is not a whole number, so that cannot be your answer. If you calculate 15%, that also not satisfies. 20%? No. 25% is a whole number. That's the reason why I have started my question with 25%. Doubt వచ్చుంటది కదా 25 ఎట్లా వచ్చింది బాగా బట్టి వచ్చావు అని. Reason for that is, if you calculate 10%, that is not a whole number. So I want to have a whole number, so I'll start with 25%. If I calculate 25%, then I will get a whole number. Else I'll start with 50%. Are you getting? Right. Next. So what is quantity 1 value? 50. Quantity 1 value 50%. Next. Next. Where is quantity 2? Merchant makes 20% profit by selling oranges at certain price. Selling price is not given. If he sells oranges at 1.2, ఏమని ఇచ్చారు అక్కడ టైమ్స్ అని ఇచ్చారు కదా? No, that's changed actually. If he sells oranges at 1.2 rupees more, that not times. 1.2 rupees more of its selling, more of its price, he will get 40%. Find the initial selling price. So if you calculate, if you start your question by taking cost price as 100%, initial selling price is 120%, and afterwards it becomes 140%. Right? So when are you getting 140%? If you increase its value by 1.2 rupees. So to this number, if you add 1.2 rupees, then it becomes 140%. Then 20% is equal to 1.2, right? Yes or no? So 20% is equal to 1.2. Initial selling price is 120%. 120% is equal to how much? 6 times 6 times is 7.2. Quantity 1 is 66. Quantity 1 is 50. Quantity 2, 7.2. 1 is more than 2. Next, 34. A and B together can complete the work in 5 days. A works twice as efficient as he actually did, but B works two-third less as efficient as he actually did. Now they take 3 days to complete the work. In how many days A alone can complete the total work? Right. So working together, they can complete the work in 5 days. So working together in the sense, working with 100% efficiency of A and 100% efficiency of B. They take how many days? 5 days. Now, A works twice as efficient as he actually works. In the sense, now he is working with 200% efficiency of A, and B works with 2 by 3 times less as efficient. 2/3 less in the sense 1/3. 1/3 in the sense 100 by 3% as efficient as B. But now he is taking how many days? Now they can complete the work in 3 days. So this is M1, D1, M2, D2. From this you can get relation between A and B. You can treat this as A, 100% of A is equal to A. 100% of B are B, one and the same. 200% of A in the sense 2A. And this I can write as 1/3 of B, otherwise B by 3. Take 3 common and take this to left hand side. That becomes 15A plus 15B is equal to, if you take 3 common, this becomes 6A. 6 into 3, 18A plus 3B. Take 15 to right hand side, that becomes 3A is equal to 12B. In the sense B is equal to 4B. Sorry, A is equal to 4B. A's efficiency is equal to 4 times of B's efficiency. Now look at the first case. Working together, A and B can complete the work in 5 days. A's efficiency is equal to 4B. Working with A and B, they can complete the work in how many days? 5 days. In the sense A is equal to 4B, 4B plus B in the sense 5B. So working with 5B, they can complete the work in 5 days. If only A is working, A works 4 times as efficient as B. Now he can take how many days to complete the work? BB gets cancelled, 25 by 4, which is 6 1 by 4 days. A alone can complete the work in 6 1 by 4 days. See, whenever you have, earlier we used to say, whenever you have information about men, women, children, you need to have relation so that you can go for conversion. But now in this question, instead of men and women, you have A and B, not more than that. If you have information about men, women, children, you must get relation between men and women. This is what I am trying to calculate. After that, convert entire equation to only men or women. So this is the same I am using. After getting relation between A and B, now you need to convert entire equation to either only A or only B. That's it. Otherwise you need to go for 1 day work. Again, that takes time. Comparatively 1 day work and this concept, this is easy. We are just using M1D1 is equal to M2D2. Men, women problem related with A and B, not more than that. Okay? Next. A gun fired from behind a train. The driver of the train hears the sound 1.5 minutes later than the guard. Find the length of the train. If the speed of the train and sound are 60 km per hour and 1100 meter per minute. Right. So both are moving in. Both sound and train are moving in same direction. So when they are moving in same direction, you need to go for relative speed. You're asked about length of the train, which is about distance, right? Yes or no? You're asked about distance. Distance is equal to speed into time. So time is given as time. 1.5 minute. So as time is given as 1.5 minute, let me write it as 3/2 minutes. Basically, you'll measure time in either seconds or hours. But yeah, as your question says, some information about speed is measured in minutes per minute and time also measured in minutes. Let me calculate only in terms of minutes. You can do it, no issue at all. Next. Now speed, you need to go for relative speed. Relative speed when they are moving in same direction becomes S1 minus S2. But one speed is given as 1100 meters per minute, but the other speed is given as 60 kilometers per hour, in the sense per 60 minutes, correct? In 60 minutes, it can travel 60 kilometers. In 1 minute, it will cover 1 kilometer. 1 kilometer in the sense 1000 meters. So other speed is 1000 meters per minute. Meters per minute. You're asked about train's length, which we are going to measure it in meters. Now I'm taking speed and time only in terms of minutes. No issue at all. So relative speed becomes 100 meters per minute. So this becomes 100. Relative speed S1 minus S2, 300 by 2, which is 150 meters. See, guard will stay in last bogie, right? Here is driver. This fellow is driver and Gadi is at this position. Sound started from this place and reached here. So what distance it has traveled now? Train length. Distance is equal to train length. And to reach sound till here, till this place, what time it took? 1.5 minutes. Both train and sound are moving in same direction. So you are taking relative speed now. Got it? Right. Next. 35. ABC invested 8,000, 12,000, 15,000 rupees respectively in a business. A is working partner and receives 12.5% of total profit. If A receives 5,200 from the total profit, find the total profit. Right. Now, so A being working partner receives 12.5%. So let me treat total profit as 8 parts. 12.5% in the sense 1/8. Yes or no? 1/8 of this number is 1 part. For that purpose only I wrote this number as 8 parts. Initially, if you want to calculate your total profit, you will start with X. But I don't want to start with X. I want to start with 8X. Because A is getting 12.5%. 12.5% is equal to 1/8. As I don't want to use fractions here, whatever denominator we have, let's start with that number. Instead of X, now I want to start with 8X. So out of 8X, 12.5% is X. So A receives X rupees. So what about remaining amount? 7X. Now they are going to share, A, B, C are going to share 7X in terms of their investment multiplied by time ratio. So time periods are same. So investment ratio becomes A invested 8,000, B 12,000, C 15,000. So investment ratio becomes 8:12:15. So total how many parts we have? 35 parts. 35 parts. Out of 35 parts, A gets 8 parts among remaining profit, not on total profit. Out of total profit, A gets X rupees as salary. Remaining profit is 7X rupees. And A, B, C need to share 7X rupees in the ratio 8:12:15. So out of this, A gets 8 parts out of 35 parts among 7X. 7 how many times? 5 times. 8 by 5 in the sense 1.6x. X plus 1.6x. Total X plus 1.6x. 2.6x is equal to 5,200. You're asked about total profit, which is 8x. 8x is equal to how much? 2.6. Let me multiply this number with 10. It becomes 26. 2 times and then 00. Into 10, 80, double, 160 and then 2 zeros, 16,000. Total profit is 16,000. Find the sum of 3 numbers. If average of any 2 numbers is added to other number, results 24, 20, 18 respectively. Alright, let's say we have 3 numbers A, B, C. Average of first 2 numbers added to other number. Average of next 2 numbers added to other number. Average of C and A added to other number. Then you will get numbers 24, 20, 18. Okay? Now if you visualize this, you have perfect number for A here. This I can write as A by 2 plus B by 2, right? Yes or no? B by 2 plus C by 2. C by 2 plus A by 2. I have A by 2 plus A by 2, which is A, plus A, 2A. B by 2 plus B by 2. B plus B, 2B. C by 2 plus C by 2, C plus C, which is equal to 2 into A plus B plus C. If you add everything, you will get 2 into A plus B. Add everything, you will get 62. Then A plus B plus C becomes 31. Done? Right. Any question from 36 to 40? Which one? All. What is first one? 11, 101. Don't call these numbers as 11, 101 and so on. These are binary. Binary. How much is binary number? Respective number. Binary number 1, its respective whole number is 3. And for this 5, 7, 8 plus 2, 10 plus 1, 11. Next number. What are these numbers? Prime numbers. Next prime. 13. You can write it as 8 plus 4 plus 1. Correct? 8. This is place value of 2 cube, 2 square, 2 to the power of 1, 2 power 0. 8. 8 plus 4, 0, 1. 1101. Binary. ఏది వస్తుందో చెప్తారా పోనీ? ఎగ్జామ్లో ఇది రాదు అని చెప్పగలరా ఎవరన్నా? పోయినసారి పేపర్ చూసిన తర్వాత కూడా ఆ మాట అనే ధైర్యం ఎవరికైనా ఉందా? చూడని వాళ్ళు అయితే ఓకే, చూసిన తర్వాత ఏమన్నా అనగలరంటే చెప్పండి. ఇది ఎవ్వరు అంటానికైతే లేదు కదా. ఇంకా యాక్చువల్గా అసలు మోడల్స్ దిగలా మీకు. ఇంకా యాక్చువల్గా నంబర్ సిరీస్లో ఇవి కాదు, ఇంకా చాలా ఉన్నాయి. అంటే ఇది స్ట్రైట్ నంబర్ సిరీస్. వీ హ్యావ్ నాట్ స్టార్టెడ్ ఎనీథింగ్ న్యూ నౌ సో ఫార్. ఎందుకంటే క్లాస్ స్టార్ట్ అవ్వాలా మీకు. అది క్లాస్లో చెప్పిన తర్వాత మోడల్స్ దీనిలో ఇద్దామని ఆపాం. చాలా ఉన్నాయి ఇంకా. యూనో డబుల్ నెంబర్ సిరీస్? మీ పాడ తెలియకపోవటం ఏంటి? మీ డబుల్ నెంబర్ సిరీస్ తెలీదా? లాస్ట్ టైం చేసినట్టున్నాం కదా ఆల్రెడీ. You'll have some number here, 2, 3, 5, 7 something, some stupid number, and it starts with A, and you need to find out the 4th place value or 5th value. Yes or no? So this is double number series. You know even wrong number series, right? Do you know mixed series between double number series and mixed series? Double number series with wrong number series. Meeku teliyada adi? Not introduced so far. అది ఉంది నంబర్ సిరీస్లో. రాంగ్ నెంబర్ సిరీస్లో ఎన్ని నెంబర్స్ ఉంటాయి? రాంగ్ నెంబర్ 2 నెంబర్లు కూడా ఉంటాయి. మోడల్ ఉంది అది. దట్ ఈజ్ నాట్ సంథింగ్ క్రియేటెడ్ బై సుధీర్ ఆర్ సమ్ XYZ. దట్ ఈజ్ ఆల్రెడీ దేర్. బట్ కాకపోతే మీకు అంటే బ్యాంక్ ఎగ్జామ్స్లో ఇంతవరకు ఇంట్రడ్యూస్ అవ్వలేదు. 3 years బ్యాక్ డబుల్ నెంబర్ సిరీస్ లేదు. 3 years బ్యాంక్ ఎగ్జామ్స్లో డబుల్ నెంబర్ సిరీస్ లేదు. 2 years బ్యాక్ రాంగ్ నెంబర్ సిరీస్ లేదు. ఇది రాదు అని చెప్పడానికి లేదు. అన్నీ నేర్చుకోవాలి. వద్దు అంటే మాకేం పట్టిందండి, శుభ్రంగా పాతయ్యే ఇచ్చేస్తా వెళ్ళిపోతాం. ఇఫ్ యూ డోంట్ వాంట్, వీ వోంట్ గివ్ యూ. ఇఫ్ యూ వాంట్ న్యూ మోడల్స్ దెన్ వీ విల్ ఇంట్రడ్యూస్. మరి కమాన్ నెక్స్ట్. 31, 141, 379, 793. Logic is here. Logic is there. What is the number which you can identify when you look at 793? What is 793? Nearest number? Amma? 9 cube? Yes or no? How much is 9 cube? Right. Apart from 729, how much you have? 64. When you add these two numbers, you will get 793. Yes or no? What is this? 8 square. What is this? That's it. This is 8 square plus 9 cube. Previous could be 6 square plus 7 cube. Next 4 square, 5 cube. Next 2 square, 3 cube. Done. Next is 10 square plus 11 cube. Next 38. 16, 49, 169, 256, and then all are squares, right? Yes or no? 4, 7, 13, 16. Any logic? Any logic? Plus 3, plus 3, plus 3 you will say. What is next number? 19. Do you have 19 square? No. Logic is sum of these two numbers, sum of these two numbers, sum of these two, sum of these two. How much? 13. 13 square 169 answer. If you have 19 square, you can give that as your answer, but that 19 square is not there. Amma. 3. Edi 361. Do you have 361? Yeah, 361 unte adi kuda avutadi answer. But answer for this is 169. Keychara 19 square kada. Plus 3 plus 3 plus 3. కాదా ఒక్క నిమిషం అరే ఒరే నిమిషం వెయిట్ పండి అబ్బా 4 స్క్వేర్ 7 స్క్వేర్ ఎవరా ఎట్లా కనపడుతున్నాను నేను అసలు ఎవరు అన్నది ప్లస్ 3 ఈజ్ నాట్ సాటిస్ఫైయింగ్ రైట్ ఇఫ్ యూ హ్యావ్ మిడిల్ నెంబర్ as 10 square then 19 square is your answer. No way. 361 ruled out. Only one number 169. 39. 39 I think easy. Yes or no? Into 4 minus 3 or plus 3? Wait. Something wrong. 2, 11, 53, 209, 623 and so on. 27. Into 3. Into 3 minus 4 into 4 minus 3 into 5 minus 2 into 6 minus 1 into 5 into 6 5 4 3 2 1 2 3 4 5. Next 48. One, two, 4, 2, 4, 2. Can you tell me prime numbers? Starting with prime number, first prime number. 2, 3, 4. Ureseyali. 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17. Difference of these two numbers? Next. This is 1, 2, 2, 4, 2, 4, 2, difference 4. Okay? Next. See, there are no specific rules for examiner's logic. He can give whatever he wants. Okay? Next. 41. Some amount was lent at 6% per annum, simple interest. After 1 year, 6,800 is repaid and the rest of the amount repaid at 5% per annum. If the second year interest is 11/20th of the first year's interest, find the money that they lent out. Let's say 100%. I will lend 100%. What is first year's interest? First year interest is 6%. Correct? And you are given comparison between first year interest and then second year interest. Second year interest is what fractional part of first year interest? So if you take 11/20th of this number, you will get second year interest. Yes or no? How much you must charge second year in terms of percentage? 5%. You must charge 5% in second year. So on what amount you have to charge 5%? After repaying something, whatever is left, on that amount you have to calculate 5%. Correct? Right. Now look at there. So initially I got 100%. And for first year I need to pay 6% interest. Total amount I have to pay after 1 year should be 106%. But on that I paid 6,800. Remaining amount is going to be 106% minus 6,800. On this number I need to pay 5%, which is equal to 11/28 of first year interest. Five into 20, wait. 5 into 20, 100%, right? 100% in the sense this number itself is your number. How much is it? 66. 106 minus 66, 40% is equal to 6,800. We asked about initial value. 100% is equal to how much? If 40% is 6,800, 80% is 13,600. You need to add 20%, in the sense half of this value. So 100% is equal to half of this, 3,200. Total 17,000. చెప్పమ్మా ఇంకొకసారి. What is first year interest in terms of percentage? 6%. They said second year interest is 11/20 of first year interest. So this is second year interest. Second year interest దేని మీద పే చేయాలి? First year amount after 1 year minus you have paid some amount, right? 6,800. On the remaining amount only you have to pay second year interest. How much is second year interest? 5%. So on this you have to calculate 5%. What is amount in terms of percentage? After 1 year, 106%. So 5% of 106% minus 6,800. This is equal to that much. 20 into ante 100%. Forget about these values and then calculate. Next, 42. 2 alloys contains copper and iron in the respective ratio 4:1 and 1:3. After mixing 10 kg of the first alloy and 16 kg of second alloy, and some quantity of pure copper is added. Now the ratio of copper and iron in the final mixture is 3:2. What is the quantity of final alloy? Final alloy. So how many parts we have in final alloy? What is the final ratio in final alloy? 3:2. In the sense how many parts? Answer should be 5 multiple. Every number is 5 multiple. So you have to do it. Okay. In your final ratio you have copper and iron in the respective ratio 3:2. Let me write it as 3/2. This will be equal to total copper and total iron content from these two vessels together. From the first alloy, what is copper? 4 parts out of 5 parts. 4 parts out of 5 parts. And what quantity is taken from that? 10 kgs. 10 kgs. Or else, wait a minute. So you can go for conversion, no issue. Yeah. Quantity 1 and then quantity 2. What is ratio here in first one and second one? What quantity we have here? 10 kgs. And this one? 16 kgs. So total how many parts? 5 parts is equal to 10 kgs. Each part is 2. So copper is 4 parts, which is 8 kgs plus 4 parts is equal to 16. 1 part 4 kgs. Wait. And 10 kgs from the first alloy, 16 kgs from the second alloy, and some quantity of pure copper is added. So I am going to add x kgs of copper here. And then alloy. What is the other one? Iron. 1 part is 2 kgs. And here 1 part is 4, 3 parts is 12. Are we adding any pure iron here? So this is 2 parts and this is 3 parts. 2 parts is equal to how much? 14. 1 part is 7. 3 parts is 21. So 21 should be equal to 12 plus x. How much is x value? 9. So 9 kgs of copper is added. Nine kgs of pure copper is added. But your answer is what is total quantity? Final quantity, right? So we have 9 kgs of pure copper And to this, what is initial quantity of first alloy? 10 kgs and second alloy 16 kgs. Total 35 kgs. Your question says final quantity. First alloy plus second alloy plus pure copper added. Next. A tennis ball is initially dropped from a height of 180 meters. It bounces back to 3/5, in the sense 60%. Yes or no? 60% of the height from which it has fallen. Total distance that the ball travels before it comes to rest is. Right. Now, from this position it has fallen. Let's say, how much is height here? 180 meters. And then it bounces back to some extent, which is 60%. Yes? And then it will reach again landing position. Again it reaches 60% of this height. Again landing position. Again 60%. This is the wave. Yes or no? At some point of time, it goes to normal position, stationary position. Now you need to calculate the distance traveled here. Let me discuss in terms of percentage. Let me treat this as 100%. Right? This is 60% of this. Yes or no? From here to here, if it is 60%, from here to here also? So total? So in this position, it will cover 120%. This height is 60%. And the initial value is 100%. And now it travels 60% height from which it has fallen. Which is 60%? 60% of 60? 36. If this is 36, this is also 36. So total here it is 72. Now what is the height of this one? 60% of this. See, every time you are calculating 60% of 60% of 60% will be powers of 6. 6 square, 6 cube, into 6, into 6, into 6, like that. What is 60% of this number? 6 cube, which is 216. Let it be 21.6. And this is also 21.6. So total 43.2%. Then again 60% here. 60% of this number. Half plus 10%. What is half of 21.6? 10.8. 1%, 10%, 2.16. Total this is 12.96. 12.96. This is 12.96. The other one will also be 12.96. 0.96 can be treated as 13. 13 plus 13, 26. Again 60% of this. Let it be for time being 13. No issue at all. Because look at your options. 540, 630, 720, 810, 900. Huge difference we have. So 1% or 0.1% will not make a much difference here. Are you getting? Because 100% is equal to how much? 180. So will not make any difference. Clear? Right. So now let me treat as 13. Out of 13, what is 60%? Half plus 1%, which is 7.8. If this is 7.8, other one also be 7.8. Total will be 15.6. Again 60% of this number. Let it be 8 for time being. 60% of 8. 4.8. If this is 4.8, the other ones also be 4.8. Total 9.6. 60% of this number, 4.8. Half plus 10%. Half is 2.4. 10% of this number is 0.48. 0.48, which is 2.88. If this is 2.88, the other one also be 2.88. Total, that is 5.76. Enough. Hardly that will be not more than 20% or 25%. Like that you need to calculate 60%, 60%, 60%. See, we have started with 100%, but now landed with 2.88, which is 5.76 together. If you add remaining values also, that cannot be more than 20 or 30%. Let me add every percentage here. 100, 220, 292, 292 to so far. Wait a minute. 40, 60, 70, 80, 89, 95, 98, All rest values 100. 100 plus 292. 392% is near about 400%. 400% of initial value will be 4 times of this number. Double is 360. Again double 720. That's it. See, intentionally we are giving all these questions. If you feel something new, we should not get tensed. So prelims lo every week one paper ilane untadi. Actually ga idi ninna raavali paper ee roju vachindi. Every week one day guarantee ga untayi. Mains ku vachesetappudiki almost every paper ilane untadi. యా మెయిన్స్కి వచ్చేసేటప్పటికి కంప్లీట్గా అన్ని పేపర్స్ ఇలానే ఉంటాయి. బీ రెడీ. నేర్చుకుంటే ప్రమాదం అయితే కాదు కదా. మహా అయితే ఏమైంది, ఎక్కువ నాలెడ్జ్ వస్తుంది అంతే కదా. దానివల్ల ఏమన్నా జరుగుతుందా? నో. ఇన్స్టెడ్ యూ విల్ గెట్ కాన్ఫిడెన్స్, రైట్? కొత్తది ఏదన్నా కనపడితే కాన్ఫిడెన్స్ వస్తుంది. లాస్ట్ టైం SBI POలో ఎవరం ఎక్స్పెక్ట్ చేయలేదు, ఈవెన్ మేము కూడా ఎక్స్పెక్ట్ చేయలేదు. అంతకుముందు వరకు కంప్యూటర్ సెక్షన్ సపరేట్గా ఉండేది, రీజనింగ్ సపరేట్గా ఉండేది. కంప్యూటర్ అండ్ రీజనింగ్ టుగెదర్ వన్ సెక్షన్ అనేటప్పటికీ వీ థాట్ కంప్యూటర్ క్వశ్చన్స్ విల్ కమ్ ఇన్ రీజనింగ్ క్వశ్చన్, కంప్యూటర్ క్వశ్చన్స్ విల్ కమ్ ఇన్ రీజనింగ్ పార్ట్. కానీ కాన్సెప్ట్ ఇంక్లూడ్ చేశారు కదా పై చార్ట్. నో వన్ ఎక్స్పెక్టెడ్ దట్. అటు పాప ముందే క్లూ ఇచ్చాడు, కంప్యూటర్ అండ్ రీజనింగ్ టుగెదర్ అన్నాడు. మనమేమో ఓన్లీ క్వశ్చన్లు అనుకున్నాం, కాన్సెప్ట్ గురించి ఆలోచించాల. సో అలాంటి చేంజెస్ ఏమైనా రావచ్చు. అది ఫ్లో చార్ట్ చూడగానే, రీజనింగ్లో ఫ్లో చార్ట్ చూడగానే డమాల్ అయిపోయింది. ఇంకా గుండె ఒక 2, 3, 4, 5 కిలోమీటర్లు జారిపోద్ది. కాన్ఫిడెన్స్ రాదు. చూసి ట్రై చేయొచ్చు అని ట్రై చేస్తే కానీ మనకేవీ రావు. సో అందుకని ఆ కాన్ఫిడెన్స్ బిల్డ్ చేయడం కోసమే ముందు నుంచి ఇస్తూ ఉన్నాం. ఓకే, రైట్. డోంట్ వరీ అబౌట్ యువర్ మార్క్స్, బట్ ఎండ్ ఆఫ్ ది డే యూ నీడ్ టు అండర్స్టాండ్ హౌ మచ్ యూ లెర్న్. కొత్తగా ఏం నేర్చుకున్నాం అనేది కావాలి. మార్కుల గురించి ఏం వరీ అవ్వాల్సిన అవసరం లా. ఇప్పటిదాకా 100కు 100 వచ్చిన ట్రాక్ రికార్డ్ ఏమన్నా మంది? 100 out of 100 వచ్చిన ట్రాక్ రికార్డ్ ఏమైనా ఉందా? లేదు కదా. ఆయనే ఉంటే తెల్లచీర ఎందుకని, ఆ ట్రాక్ రికార్డ్ ఉంటే ఇక్కడ ఎందుకు ఉంటాం? ఎస్ ఆర్ నో? See, it is not my intention to degrade your ego, but these are all facts. Am I right? End of the day, don't measure your marks. Measure how much you have learned. Okay? Come on, next. Amma, 44. The average of 10 two-digit numbers is x. If the digits of one of the two-digit number is interchanged, then the average increases by 5.4. For how many numbers? So if average increases by 5.4, sum increases by 54, right? Why we have 54 more here? Because we have interchanged one two-digit number. In the sense, difference between the original number and interchanged number is 54. Yes or no? If difference is 54, I said the difference between the number and the number obtained by interchanging the digits will always be a multiple of, I said 9 multiple, right? This is 9 how many times? 54. So what is 6 here? What is 6 here? Difference between those two digits. That's what. If you know that statement, then you can answer it very easily. Else you'll have to form numbers. Number, a two-digit number and number obtained by interchanging the digits, that difference should be equal to 54. Like that you need to form numbers. 71 and then 17. Take difference. 62 and 26. No. Wait. Difference is 6, right? 82 and then 28. 91 and then 19. For all these numbers, difference will be 54. Amma, 93. Sorry. 93 and then 39. This is your original number. and if you interchange it, you'll get 71. Difference is 54. So why am I writing 71, 82, 93? By the time you must understand, this is 9 multiple. 9 how many times? 6. And 6 is the difference between these two digits. Difference 6, difference 6, difference 6. Okay? So before 71 you cannot write 60, because if you interchange it, you'll get units digit, right? That is not a two-digit number. Hence this is not possible at all. Of course 60 minus 06 is 54, but still 06 is not a two-digit number. So difference of these two numbers is 6. Remember, whenever you take any two-digit number xy, interchange these two digits, you'll get yx. Take this difference, that will be always 9 multiple. Always that will be 9 multiple. 9 multiple of what? X minus y. Difference of these two digits. I can give you even basic logic also. X into y in the sense, this is 10x plus y, right? Yes or no? Yx in the sense, 10y plus x. Take difference, 10x minus x, 9x, plus y minus 10y, minus 9y. This is 9 into x minus y. This is what conclusion I am giving you. Whenever you take difference between any two-digit number and number obtained by interchanging the digits, will be always 9 multiple. This is also 9 multiple, 9 6 times. So difference of two digits is 6, and that's what your question. Okay. Next. A skilled person undertook to do a piece of work for 3,600. He then employed a half-skilled person and a unskilled person to do it. They can complete the work in 7, 8, 10 days respectively. If the ratio of the work is 1/3, 1/4, 1/6, then find the share of skilled person. Right. So work ratio is given. How much is work ratio? 1/3, 1/4, 1/6. I don't want to use fractions. Take LCM of denominators and then multiply every fraction with LCM. How much is LCM? 12. Multiply with that. 4, 3, 2. This is skilled person, this is half skilled person, and this is unskilled person. And skilled person works for how many days? Skilled person works for how many days? 7 days. In 7 days he can complete 28 parts. Unskilled person worked for how many days? 8 days. And he does 3 parts. So total 24 parts. And then the unskilled person worked for 10 days. And he works 2 parts. Total 20 parts. This is the work done by skilled person, unskilled person, half skilled person. And for this work they were paid how much? They were paid 3,600 rupees. Out of this, skilled person does 28 parts. This is equal to how much? 28, 24, how much? 20, 20, 20, 60, 72. So total this is 72. 72 parts is equal to this much, half into 100. Half into 100. Okay, done? Next. 4 friends start from 4 corners of an imaginary rectangle. They meet at a point which falls inside the rectangle after traveling the distances 40, 50, 60 meters. The maximum distance the fourth could have traveled is approximately. Maximum distance. So, this is a rectangle, let's say, and 4 persons started from 4 corners, and they are going to, let's say, meet at this particular place. Okay. And you're asked about the maximum distance. Let's say this fellow traveled maximum distance. Let it be x. You'll get maximum value for x when you use less distance here, out of those 3 values. Then only x will be maximum value. Yes or no? What is least distance given in the question? So that will be here 40. The other 2 values are 50 and then 60. Is that okay? Now, 50 square plus 60 square should be equal to 40 square plus x square, right? You're asked about x value. Minus x square is equal to this much. 2500, 3600 minus 1600. How much is this? 2000. 2500 plus 2000. 4500. X square is equal to 4500. You're asked to calculate x value. Nearest answer. If you treat x as 70, what is 70 square? This is less than that, and x value is less than 70. How many options are there? How many are there? Right. So it can be either 62 or 67. Right? What is 65 square? 5 square ends with 25. 6 sevens, 42. So 65 square is 4225. But you have more than that. Hence x value is more than 65 but less than 70. You have only one number, 67. Next, 47. Two trains start from stations A and B respectively with speeds 5 km per hour and 10 km per hour. Distance between two stations is 20 kilometers. How far apart are they 2 minutes before they collide? 2 minutes before they collide. How far? Far in the sense? Right. So you're asked to calculate distance between two trains before 2 minutes of their collision. Right? Okay. So let's say this is our collision point. Before 2 minutes, let's say this train is at this position, first train. Second train is at this particular position. First train takes 2 minutes to reach this place. Second train takes 2 minutes to reach this place. Yes or no? In the sense, you are asked to calculate distance traveled by two trains in just 2 minutes, right? Yes or no? That's it. Distance is equal to speed into time. In 2 minutes, speed, when they are moving opposite to each other, relative speed becomes S1 plus S2. How much is that? 15 km per hour. 15 into 15 km per hour. So convert this to hours. 2 minutes by 60. 30 by 60, which is 1 by 2. That's it. You need not even use this also. Relative speed is 15 km per hour. In the sense, in 60 minutes, it can cover 15 kilometers. In 2 minutes, it covers how much? Divided by 4. 60 divided by 4. 2 divided by 4. 1 by 2. That's it. Complete logical question. Next. So similar question which we have discussed last week. The difference between simple interest and compound interest for 2 years is 4,500 and the same for 3 years is 14,175. Find the sum. Simple interest, compound interest. We have principal here. On principal, let's say you are getting X rupees simple interest. The same simple interest comes here. Third year also you will have same number. On principal, with the same percentage you will get the same number here. So there won't be any difference between simple interest and compound interest for the first year. There won't be any difference. Yes or no? So second year, you must calculate X% on this number represented with this number and interest on this. Let it be, keep it in box. Now, to calculate compound interest for third year, you have to calculate compound interest. X% on principal, X% on this number, X% on this number, X% on this number, right? On principal, we are going to represent it with the symbol plus X% on this, already represented with rectangle, plus X% of this, again represented with rectangle, plus X% on this number, represent with some other symbol. So your first statement says difference between simple interest and compound interest for 2 years. This is what, right? For 2 years, simple and compound difference is this much, right? How much is this? If this is 4,500, this is also 4,500. This is also 4,500. How much is total so far? 13,500. 13,500. But difference between simple interest and compound interest for 3 years is given as 14,175. In the sense, this value is 675. Am I right? Yes or no? Clear, everyone? Right. Now tell me, what is the reason for getting 675 rupees here? Interest on this number only, right? Yes or no? What is 10%? 450. What is 5%? 225. So 675 is what percent? 15%. What is your question? Find the principal. Sum in the sense principal. Right. Now, can you tell me what is the reason for getting some number here? Which is 15% of principal. What is reason for getting 4,500? 15% of this number. If 15% is 4,500, 10% is 3,000, right? Yes or no? If 10% is 3,000, total value will be 30,000. True? If 15% is 30,000, 10% is 20,000. Am I right? If 10% is 20,000, principal is how much? 2 lakhs. Backtracking. Reverse engineering. Last time also we have this question, but we have discussed in terms of percentage. So this is to test ourselves. Last time we have discussed the same model. మళ్ళీ ఇచ్చింది దేనికంటే అప్పుడు విన్నది ఎంత బాగా చేస్తాము అనేది చెక్ చేయడం కోసమే. So take it as granted, whatever the models that we are going to cover will repeat in future exams. Not exactly maybe the next exam, but definitely will be in mains for sure. Models we want to repeat. Not exactly the replica. Same replica రాదు, లాస్ట్లో కొంత ఏదో చిన్న చేంజ్ వస్తుంది. Last time we have discussed in terms of percentage, now in terms of a number. Like that. Lastలో చిన్న extension ఇస్తాం. So take it as granted. Whatever new models that we are going to include, we have included now, will repeat in future exams. Next. 10 grams of lead is mixed with 100 grams of water. On heating the solution, water evaporates and 1 kg of solution reduces to 0.4 kg. What is the percentage of lead in the final mixture, final solution? Now, so 10 grams of lead mixed with 100 grams of water. Then what is total content? 110. So out of 110, water is 100 grams and lead is 10 grams. 1 kg, if you heat 1 kg solution, it reduces to 0.4. In the sense it becomes 100% becomes 40%. Yes or no? In the sense it reduces by, if it reduces to 40%, reduces by 60%. Yes or no? So initial value is 110. Out of this 60% gets evaporates. 60% of this number in the sense 66. Out of 110, if 66 goes out, then remaining quantity is 44. Out of 44, only water evaporates, right? Yes or no? So whatever the lead initial quantity we have, the same quantity will be here, 10. And the other quantity of water is 34. You're asked to calculate lead percentage in final mixture. Lead occupies 10 out of 44 into 100. What about 10% of denominator? 4.4. 20%? So more than 20%? Agreed? What about 25% of this number? 11. So less than 25%. but more than 20%. How many options are there? How many are there? Only one, 22.7. That's it. Answer should be more than 20% but less than 25%. Got it? Fine. Next. Out of the total male population, 45% are married, and out of the total female, 25% are married. What percent of total population are married? Right. So, let's say these are male and then female, total male, total female, and married persons. 45%, if you treat 100% male, you have 45% are married. Okay? And if total female are 100%, 25% are married. These two should be same, right? In terms of a number. 10%, 10 male ki marriage అయింది అంటే 10 female కి అయినట్టే కదా. భారతదేశంలో బతుకుతున్నాం, రూల్స్ పాటించాలి. ట్రాఫిక్లో హెల్మెట్ పెట్టుకోకుండా లేకపోతే రివర్స్ డైరెక్షన్లో ముగ్గురు నలుగురు ఐదుగురు వెళ్ళినట్టుగా కాదు కదా. So this in terms of a number should be same. It differs in terms of percentage. So let me treat it as 45 in number. 45 in number. So out of 100%, 45% is 45. Then 100% is 100. Out of total female, 25% is equal to 45. Are you getting? So then what about 100%? 180, double. 25% of female is 45, 100% is 180. Out of 180, 25% is 45. What is total population? 280. What is your question? Married people. How many married people we have? 90. Percentage into 100. Got it? Half. 140. Again half. So 25% is equal to 70. Yes? To this number you need to add 20 so that it becomes 90. From here it occupies 2/7, right? 2/7 of 70. Hey, sarigi chupichu nu. 2/7 of 70 is 20, right? Yes or no? Calculate 2/7 here. 2/7 of 20, 50 by 7. 50 by 7. 7, 1 by 7. Total 32 1 by 7%. అర్థం కాలేదా? ఏదమ్మా? 1 ఇదా? సి టోటల్ మేల్లో 45% పెళ్ళయింది, టోటల్ ఫీమేల్లో కూడా 25% పెళ్ళయింది. ఓకేనా? ఒక అబ్బాయికి పెళ్ళయిందంటే ఒక అమ్మాయికి అయినట్టే కదా. మగవాళ్ళు ఆడవాళ్ళు నీచమైన చరిత్ర మన ఇంటా ఉంటే లేదు కదా. ఎస్ ఆర్ నో? సో ఇన్ టర్మ్స్ ఆఫ్ నెంబర్ దీస్ టూ వాల్యూస్ షుడ్ బీ సేమ్. సో లెట్ మీ స్టార్ట్ విత్ 45 because I have 45% here. Let me treat this number as 45. If 45% is 45, 100%, male are 100%, right? So this becomes 100. So out of male 45 are married. Out of male 45 are married. Out of female also 45 are married. But in terms of percentage that is equal to 25%. 25% is equal to 45. 50% is 90. 100% is 180. So total female are 180. Out of 180, 25% is 45. Total population is 280. Married people are 90 into 100. 25% of this number is equal to 70. To this number you need to add 20 so that it becomes 90, which is 2/7 of this number. 2/7 of this number, 50 by 7, 7 1 by 7%, 32 1 by 7% is 90. Clear? Next. 51 to 55? Yes or no? So you need to know the basic information. Table 1 gives you distance from house to office. Table 2, house to house. Table 3, office to office. All those values are distances in kilometers. And before that, you are given some other information also. If a person goes from his office to office, if it is from office to office, he will be charging 2 rupees per kilometer. And expenditure from house to house, then that will be 1 rupee. And expenditure from office to house, 3 rupees. Right. Next. 51. ఇప్పుడు ల్యాప్టాప్ ఇవ్వాలంటే ఏం చేయాలి? అది తీసేయాలి అక్కడ. తీసే. అది పెట్టి నేను చూసుకుంటాను. Come on. 51. 51. A on his way to his office picks up 3 of his friends. From where? Office. The last person he picks up stays closest to his house. He then drops them at their respective offices, then goes to his office. Find the minimum distance covered by A. Right. First tell me, A started from house. A started from his house. Went to? No. 3 other friends' house. 3 other of its friends. And then they 4 together traveled. A then drops hey, these fellows in their friends' offices. Yes. And then he went to his office. Okay? But the basic condition here is the last person he picks up stays closest to his house. So A went to his friend's house. 3 of his friend's house. So this is about house to house. House to house. A. Who stays very close to A's house? D. Correct? So, which is 13 kilometers. The last person A is going to meet is D. And you are asked to calculate the least distance he traveled. Least distance traveled. Apart from 13 in the table 2, what are the next second least number and third least numbers? 14, 16. So A is going to meet C, D, E. Out of C, D, E also, the last one he met becomes D. Yes? So previous could be E. See, this is one possibility. The other one, A went to E's house first, then C house, and then D house. Correct? Any other way? No. Now, A, from A house to C house, from C house to E house, from E house to D house, A house to E house, then C house, then D house. Let me calculate the distance in both the cases. From A house to C house, A to C, how much? 14. From C house to E house, from C house to E house, how much is it? 14. From E house to D house, from E house to D house, how much is this? 12. How much so far? If this is the case, you will get 42 kilometers here. 40, okay. Let me also calculate the other one. A is going to E's house first. A to E, 16. Next E to C house. E to C house, 14. C house to D house. C house to D house. How much is this? 18. How much is total? 40. As you need to calculate minimum distance, this cannot be your way. This is the first order. Correct? And then, next, what happened? And now, A met 3 people. He picked up 3 friends. Now, he need to drop 3 friends, C, E, D, in their respective offices. Now, A is at D's house. From D's house, he may go to, from D house, he may go to, first of all, D office, D office, D office to C office, from C office to E office. Or else, from D office to E office first, and then C office. Right? Or else, from D's house, he may directly go to C office, D's house to C office, then D office, then E office. Yes? Intaka. From D's house to C office, E office, then D office. Or else, from D house he can go to E office, then C office, then D office, D office, and then C office. You have to verify it. No other way. 50,000 వరకు వస్తాయా? దీనికి అంటున్నారు. రిటైర్ అయిన తర్వాత పెన్షన్ కూడా వస్తుంది. మరి ఊరికే వస్తాయా? కమాన్. Where are we? D house. This is house to office. House to office. D house to D office. D house to D office. How much? 12. So, this is 12. This is also 12. D house to C office. D house to C office. 13. This is 13. This is also 13. D house to E office. D house to E office. 9. This is 9. Now let me fill this gap. This is about office to office, right? Yes or no? Now D office to C office, how much? D office to C office, 18. Next, C office to E office. C office to E office, 14. Where are we? D office to E office. D office to E office. This is 12. E office to C office, 14. I think you can forget about the above case. Now, we are at C office. C office to D office, 18. D office to E office. D to E, 12. I think now you can forget about this also. Because 12 plus 12, 24. 24, 14, 38. This is more than 38, right? Yes or no? This cannot be your combination, this cannot be your combination. Now from C office to E office. C office to E office, 14. From E office to D office, 12. How much is this? 39. 12, 13, 14, middle number 39 into 3, 39. This is 38. This cannot be your combination. Now we are at E office. E office to C office, 14. C office to D office, 18. Ruled out, more than 40. This cannot be your combination. E office to D office. E office to D office, E to D, 12. D office to C office, 18. How much is this? 39. This cannot be your combination. This is the one where we are getting least distance. Correct? Next. How much is this? How much is this? 38. Where are we? Much better. Where are we? C office. ఒక్క నిమిషం అక్క. E to C. Wait. Yes, we are at C office. We are at C office. From C office to A office. After dropping all three friends, A went to his own office. Now we are at C office. C office to A office. How much is that? 14 kilometers. How much is total? 92 kilometers. He traveled 92 kilometers. Next. For how many friends the distance of their house from their respective office is not less than distance from the house of any other friend? House to office. House to friend house. House to office. Yeah, first two tables only. First two tables only. Now, A house to A office. House to office, 12. B house to B office, 13, 18, 12, 17, 19. These are the values that you need to compare. Yes or no? Your question says for how many friends the distance of their house from their respective office is not less than in the sense greater than or equal. Greater than or equal to what? From distance from houses of any other friends. Not less than the distance from houses of any other friends. Right. So 12 from A house to other friend's house. A house to other friend's house. Is 12 more than or equal to these values? Is 12 more than or equal to these values? No. So these are distances from B's house to other friend's house, correct? What is distance from B's house to B office? 13. Is 13 greater than or equal to these values? No. C house to C office? 18. Is 18 greater than or equal to any of these values? Yes or no? Yes, we got one person. C house, D house to D office, 12. Is 12 more than or equal to any of these numbers? More than or equal? Yes. So you need to count D also. E house to E office, 17. Is 17 greater than or equal to any of these values? Yes. Next we have 19. Is 19 greater than or equal? Yes. So how many persons are there? Yes. 4. Answer? First option, not fourth option. ఇలాంటి మహానుభావులు కూడా ఉంటారు. నేనే చేశా. నా ఫైనల్ ఎగ్జామ్లో నేనే పెట్టా ఇది. ఆన్సర్ ఏదైతే వచ్చిందో అదే ఆప్షన్ పెట్టాను. ఆన్సర్ వేరు ఆప్షన్ వేరు కదా. ఆ స్పీడ్లో మిస్టేక్ జరిగిపోయింది. బాగా లాస్ అయ్యే దానివల్ల. కాస్ట్లీ మిస్టేక్. ఇప్పటివరకు జరిగిన వాటిలో వన్ ఆఫ్ ది కాస్ట్లీ మిస్టేక్ అదే నాది. నెక్స్ట్ B drops his wife in D's house. B మీలాంటి వాళ్ళు ఉంటారనే పక్కన ఇంకో స్టేట్మెంట్ కూడా ఉంది నాన్న. సన్నాసులు మరీ చచ్చిపోతున్నారు అసలు. నెక్స్ట్ ఏముంది? పిక్స్ అప్ డి. ఇప్పుడు నవ్వుతారా? ఉందా సన్నాసులు. డ్రాప్స్ హిమ్ ఎట్ హిజ్ ఆఫీస్ and reaches his own office. What is the total cost incurred? Now B traveled from his house to D's house, picks up D here, and then he went to D office, and then from D office to B office. Let me first calculate the distance. B house to D house. B house to D house, how much? 15 kilometers. And D house to D office, house to office, D house to D office, 12 kilometers. D office to B office, D office to B office, D office to B office, how much? 15. But you're asked to calculate the expenditure cost, how much they are going to charge. If it is office to office, house to house, office to house, how much they charge office to office? 2 rupees. House to house 1, office to house 3. This is house to house 1 rupee, 15 rupees, plus house to office 3 rupees, 12 threes 36, office to office 2 rupees, 30 rupees, total 81. Next, D goes to all the houses to invite his friends to his daughter's wedding on the same day and returns home. He spent the minimum amount of money in the process. How much did he spend? So you have to calculate minimum expenditure. You will get minimum expenditure if you travel minimum distance. Yes? Now, D went to all his friends' houses and then returned to his own house. House to house only, right? Who stays very close to D's house? Who stays very close to D's house? This is house to house. Here. Who? E. Right. 12 kilometers. Now D is at E's house. Who stays very close to E's house? అక్కడ డి అనే కదా వెళ్ళేది. మళ్ళీ డి వాళ్ళ ఇంటి వాళ్ళే వెళ్ళి పెళ్లి కట్టించుకుంటాడా? ఎవరికి వాళ్ళ వాళ్ళ ఆవిడికి వాళ్ళ ఏడ దొరికినారక్క మీరు. ఫర్గెట్ అబౌట్ డి హియర్. టెల్ మీ హూ స్టేస్ వెరీ క్లోజ్ టు ఈస్ హౌస్? ఎఫ్. ఎఫ్. నౌ డి ఈజ్ ఎట్ ఎఫ్స్ ప్లేస్. హూ స్టేస్ వెరీ క్లోజ్ టు ఎఫ్స్ ప్లేస్? డి ఆల్రెడీ వెంట్ టు ఈస్ హౌస్, రైట్? నెక్స్ట్ బి. ఫ్రమ్ బీస్ హౌస్ who stays very close to B's house? C. From C he need to go A's house. From A's house to ఇంటికి పోవాలిగా సాయంత్రానికి ఎట్లయినా సరే. అన్నా తక్కువ డిస్టెన్స్ రావాలి అని అంటే దగ్గరలో ఎవరున్నారో వాళ్ళ దగ్గరికి వెళ్తాం, అంతే కదా? ఎస్ ఆర్ నో? ఎక్కువ దూరం ట్రావెల్ చేయకూడదంటే తక్కువ దూరమే కదా ట్రావెల్ చేయాల్సింది. ఎక్కడి నుంచి స్టార్ట్ అవ్వాలి? సాయంత్రానికి ఎక్కడికి వెళ్ళాలి? మళ్ళీ ఇంటికి పోవాలి, అంతేనా? రైట్. డి నుంచి స్టార్ట్ అవుతున్నాం. డికి దగ్గరలో ఎవరున్నారు? ఈ ఇంటికి వెళ్ళిపోయాడు. ఈ ఇంటి నుంచి మళ్ళీ ఎవరి దగ్గరికి వెళ్ళాలి? ఎవరి దగ్గరికి ఉంటే వాళ్ళ దగ్గరికి వెళ్తాడు. ఈకి దగ్గరలో ఎవరున్నారు? డి ఇంటికి డి వెళ్ళాడు కదా. నెక్స్ట్ ఎఫ్ కూడా కౌంట్ అయిపోయింది. ఎఫ్ దగ్గర నుంచి ఎవరు క్లోజ్లో ఉన్నారు? బి. బి కూడా వెళ్ళిపోయాడు. ఇప్పుడు బి ఇంటి దగ్గర నుంచి ఎవరి దగ్గరగా ఉన్నారు? సి. సి ఇంటి దగ్గర నుంచి ఏకి వెళ్ళాలి, మళ్ళీ లాస్ట్కి ఇంటికి పోవాలి కాబట్టి ఏ ఇంటి దగ్గర నుంచి డి ఇంటికి వెళ్ళాలి. ఓకేనా? ఇవన్నీ యాడ్ చేద్దాం. ఎంత వచ్చింది? యాడ్ ఎవ్రీథింగ్. సి ఎవ్రీవేర్ యూ కెన్ సీ 10 10 10 10 10. yes or no? How many are there? 60. 4 6 10 70 73 77 80 82. How much? 80. House to house 1 rupee, right? 82 kilometers, 82 rupees. Amma 50. One question. Repeat. కాదు అడగట్లా, లాజిక్. ఆఫ్ కోర్స్ అక్కడ కూడా నేను పెద్దగా ఎక్కువ తీసుకోలేదు కదా, రెండుగా తీసుకున్నది. సెకండ్ కేసులోనా ఏమో మరి ఎందుకు తీసుకున్నానో, ఇందాక అడిగి ఉన్నట్టయితే చెప్పుండేవాడిని. రైట్, కమాన్ 55. అమ్మ తెలీదమ్మా నాకు కూడా, ట్రై చేయండి వస్తుంది. వేరేది వచ్చిందా? అందుకే తీసుకోలేదు అనుకుంటా. నో, జస్ట్ జోక్ చేశాను అంతే. కమాన్ 55. ABCEF plan to meet D. One fine morning, all went to their offices, and from office they went to D's office and finds that D already left for the day. So they were forced to go D's house. Who travelled minimum distance on that day? A, B, C, E, F. From house to respective office. Okay? From their office to D office. From D office to D house. You're asked to calculate minimum distance travel. So in last phase, everyone is going to travel same distance, right? Need not to concentrate this. Okay? So you just need to calculate minimum distance where you get from their house to office and from their office to D's office. Okay? Now, house to office. 12, 13, 18. Need not to count this. 17, 19. Right. Here itself, let's try to add. From D office to, from their office to D office. From their office to. Let me write those numbers here. 12, 13, 18, 17, 19. From their respective office to D office. This is straight line, right? Vertical position that you need to take. 13, 15, 18, 12, 16. Add those values here. 13, 15, 18, 12, 16. I think this is the one, right? Where you are getting least distance. From there, from D's office to, they need to go D house. And after this, everyone is going to travel same distance. We need not to count that. Clear? Next. $56 to 60. Instead of 10 pipes, 10 pipes, that is set X. can fill 70% of the tank in 7 minutes. Another set of 5 pipes, set Y, fills 3/8 of the tank in 3 minutes. A third set of 8 pipes, Z, can empty 5/10 of the tank in 10 minutes. So this is X, Y, Z. How many taps are here? 10 taps. How many taps are here? 5. How many are here? 8. This is outlet pipe, so minus. Be careful with that. 10 pipes together can fill 70% of the tank in 7 minutes. So 100% of the tank is filled in 10 minutes. Correct? Next, pipe Y. 3/8 tank is filled in 3 minutes. If total is 8 parts, out of 8 parts, 3 parts are filled in 3 minutes. To fill 8 parts, they need 8 minutes. Next, Z, to empty 5/10, which is half. To empty half the tank, it takes 10 minutes. To empty full tank, it takes 20 minutes. Right? All together. All together. Now, if it is about one pipe, let me discuss. 10 pipes take 10 minutes to fill the tank. Then one pipe takes? Gaadidi guddem gaadu, 1 minute anta. 10 pipes 10 minutes, one pipe 1 minute. Next, come on. My M1, D1, M2, D2 kada. 10 pipes, 10 minutes. One pipe, how much time? Right? Next. See, you just need to multiply these numbers, that's it. 5 pipes, 8 minutes. One pipe, 40 minutes. 8 pipes, 20 minutes. One pipe, 160 minutes. This is one pipe, and that is about all pipes together. Next, come on, let's start. Question 56. How many minutes will it take to... So, do you need question paper here? ఇందాకంటే టేబుల్ ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేయాలి కాబట్టి పెట్టాను. ఇప్పుడు అవసరం లేదు కదా? ఇటే కావాలి. కావాలంటే దాన్ని జూమ్ చేసుకో. Right. Next. Question number 56. How many minutes will it take to fill the tank if all the 23 pipes opened at the same time? All the 23 pipes, in the sense, in number of pipes that we have in set X, set Y and set Z. All are opened. Yes or no? So if all opened, the tank is filled in 10 minutes. In 1 minute it can fill 1/10. All 5 taps opened, it takes 8 minutes. In 1 minute, 1/8. 8 taps open. If you open 8 taps, then tank empties the tank in 20 minutes. So in 1 minute, 1/20. So these two are inlet pipes and this is outlet pipe. Am I right? LCM 40. 4 plus 5, 9 minus 2, 7. All taps are open together in 1 minute. It does 7/40th work, and to complete total work it needs 40/7, which is 5/7 minutes. Next, 57. If only half the pipes of set X are closed and only half the pipes of set Y are opened. Half closed in the sense half open, right? Yes or no? Right. And all other pipes are open. All other pipes in the sense that is with respect to Z. How long will it take to fill 49% of the tank approximately? Right, come on, look at here. So if all the taps are opened in set X, it takes 10 minutes. It takes 10 minutes. I don't want this. If half are open, it can fill the tank in 20 minutes, right? In 1 minute it does 1 by 20. If all the taps are open in set Y, it takes 8 minutes to fill the tank. If half are open, it takes 16 minutes. So it does 1 by 16. Correct? Yes or no? All the taps in set Z are opened. So it does minus 1 by 20. Plus 1 by 20 minus 1 by 20 gets cancelled. So the tank is filled in 16 minutes. In 1 minute, it can fill 1/16th of the tank. To fill total tank, it needs 16 minutes. So to fill 100% of the tank, it takes 16 minutes. To fill 49%, which is very close to 50%, because you are asked to calculate approximate answer only, right? So 8 minutes. In set X, half taps are closed, in the sense half open. In set Y, the Z, half are open. In set Z, all are open. Next, if 4 taps are closed in set Z, and all other remains open, how long will it take to fill the tank? Fill the tank. Come on. If all are open in set X, it takes 10 minutes, so 1 minute work is 1 by 10. And here it takes 1 by 8. These two are inlet pipes, so plus. If all taps are opened in set Z, it empties the tank in 20 minutes. If half are closed, it takes 40 minutes. So in 1 minute it does 1 by 40. LCM 40. 4 times 5 times 9 minus 1. 8 by 40. 1 by 5. Answer 5 hours or 5 minutes, sorry. 5 minutes. It takes 5 minutes to fill the tank. You can even start this question with units method also, no issue at all. Next, 59. If the tank is half full, set X and set Y are closed, how many minutes will it take for set Z to empty the tank if alternate taps of set Z are closed? Half is if the tank is half full, set X, set Y are closed. To empty it, it takes 10 minutes. How many minutes will it take for set Z to empty the tank if alternate taps of set Z are closed? 10, 20 avutadi. Answer entamma? What is, do you have key? Anyone have key? కీ లేదా ఎవరి దగ్గర? బా, ఆన్లైన్లో కూడా ఎవరు రాయలేదా? ఎంతుంది ఆన్సర్? అమ్మా ఆప్షన్ ఏమి ఇచ్చారు? థర్డ్ ఆప్షనా? షుడ్ బి 2. సెకండ్ ఆప్షన్ రైట్. పెన్ను కూడా అవసరం లేదు. Half the tank is filled by X and Y. If the tank is full, Z takes 20 minutes to empty it. If it is half full, it takes 10 minutes. If all taps are open, set Z need 10 minutes to empty the tank. But every time alternate taps are closed, in the sense with half of its efficiency, with full efficiency, with 100% efficiency, it takes 10 minutes to empty the tank. If alternate taps are closed, in the sense it does only 50% efficiency. With 50% efficiency, how much time it takes to empty the tank? How much? 20 minutes. Obviously it takes double the time, which actually it needs. To empty it, it needs 10 minutes. As it does only 50% of its work, it takes double the time. Double the time of 10 minutes is 20 minutes. Next, 60. If one pipe is added for set X and set Y and set Z capacity is increased by, wait. If one pipe is added for set X and set X comma set Y and set Z's capacity is increased by 20% of its original value and all the taps are opened at 2:58 p.m. then at what time does the empty tank get filled? Right. Now, one pipe is added in set X and set Y. How many taps we have in set X? 10. Now it becomes in set Y 6. 10 taps need 10 minutes to fill the tank. M1D1. 11 taps need how much time? Right? Yes or no? So now set X need this much time to fill the tank. I don't want to calculate this, let it be like this. And from set Y, 5 taps can fill it in 8 minutes. 6 taps can fill it in how much time? By 6. Right? Now set Y takes this much time to fill the tank. Set Z, efficiency increases by 20%. With 100% efficiency, it takes 20 minutes to empty the tank. Now with 120% efficiency, how much time it needs? Divided by 120. Right? 20 how many times? 6 times. So now set Z need this much time to empty the tank. All are open. This is time taken by number of pipes. 11 pipes in set X to fill the tank. So in 1 minute it does 11 by 100. Time taken by number of pipes in Y. In 1 minute it does 6 by 40. Set Z takes 100 by 6 minutes to empty the tank. Now it takes 6 by 100. I think LCM is 200. 200. 100 is not satisfied, right? You have 40 here. Let me take 200, no issue at all. 2 times 22. 5 times 30 minus 12. 22 minus 12? 10. 10 plus 30? 40 by 200? 1 by. So it takes 5 minutes to fill the tank now. Yes or no? Yes or no? 5 minutes from where? 2:58 p.m. From 2:58 p.m. if it takes 5 minutes, at what time the tank will be filled? 3:03 p.m. 3:03 p.m. Right? Next. పేపర్ ఎవరు ఇచ్చారమ్మా నాకు? రైట్, 61 to 65. See, reason for giving these questions is you just need to know Only one point here. Only one point. Be careful when you have root x. Okay? That's what I want to convey here. Come on, look at here. How much is this? 12 i's. This is 0.8 less and this is 0.03 more. Near about more or the less you'll get 60. Take this root x to right hand side. That becomes plus root x. So root x is equal to 60 minus 5.4. You can treat this as 5. 5.4 5 times. 10 times and make it half. 10 times is 54. Half 27. 27, don't convert this as 2. 27 2 times 54. Be careful when you have 27 into 2.11. If you convert this number as 2, it becomes 54 and minus 54 will give you 6. If root x is equal to 6, what is x value? 36. But 27 2 times 54. 0.11. 27 into 0.11 is 3. 11%, right? 11% is 0.11. 10% is 2.7. 1% is 0.27, which is near about 0.3. 2.7 plus 0.3, 3. So 54 plus 3, 57. 57. So in that case, it becomes 60 minus 57. X is equal to, root x is equal to 3. X is equal to 9. Need to be very careful. When you have root x, probably your approximation value differs by 1. But x value differs by much more value. If root x is equal to 6 and root x is equal to 7, you will not find much difference here. But x value here, it is 36 and here it is 49. So be careful when you have root x values. Right? The same way, if you have x square, if x square is equal to near about 95, what is the value of x? 10. Yes or no? If x square is equal to near about 105, what is x value? 10. So if you have x square or x cube values, you can go for perfect approximation. But when you have root x and then cube root of x, make sure calculate all those values and then get your answer. Okay? Right. What is the answer for this? 9. Next. Wherever you have root x, be careful. This is divided by, right? Yes or no? Divided by 5. I'll tell you. 154.78 divided by 5. Now, if I make it 155, let me observe the change. I'm going to add 0.22 to this number, but divided by 5 I have. Divided by 5 is divided by 10 into 2, right? Divided by 10 in the sense 0.022 into 2 in the sense 0.044, which will not make any difference. Yes? So comfortably I can write this number as 155 divided by 5 plus 4 into root x. So when root x is multiplied by 4, to get your x value, 4 root x is equal to something you will get. Root x will be something divided by 4. So whatever the risk you have, it gets minimized. Even if this value increases by 1, anyway you need to divide that number with 4, right? So final effect will be 0.25 only. So need not to worry much about this. Clear? Now, what is the other number? 6 square. How much is that? 36 into, don't write it as 4. 4.25. How much is this? 31. Take this to right hand side. This becomes minus 31. Yes or no? So 4 into root x is equal to 36 into 4.25 minus 31. Let me calculate this value. 36 4 times. 36 double, again double. Double double. 72. 144. 144. 36 4 times. 0.25 times in the sense 1/4, right? Half, half, half. 18. Again half. 9. 144 plus 9. 153 minus 31. How much? 31. 122. So this is 122. Root x is equal to divided by 4. How much is this? 30.5. If root x is 30, answer would be 900. If root x is 31, answer would be 961. But root x is 30 and a half, which is in between these two numbers, right? 30 and then 31. Answer will be in between these two. How much is that? 930. Right? Next. Come on, how much? How much? How much? 50 divided by 4 plus root x divided by 2 is equal to 12 into 2. You can write it as 24. What is 50 by 4? Half and half. 12 and half. Take this 12 and half to right hand side. That becomes minus 12 and half. 24 minus 12 and half. 11 and half. Root x by 2 is equal to 11 and half. Root x is equal to 23. X is equal to 23 square. 529. For 64 and 65, observe what do you have? X square and then x cube. Perfect and traditional approximation, you can do it. No issue at all. Treat this as 120. Will not make any difference. We have already discussed, right? For all values of x square from almost 90 to 110. What is value of x here? Value of x 10 with a difference of what? 20. You can give your answer as 10. Getting my point? So x square can be a difference with 10 or 20 or 30, depends. Okay? So when you have x square and then x cube, no issue at all. You can go for perfect calculation part. Treat as 16. 5 times 80. Minus 80 goes to right hand side. Becomes plus 80. All this is 2x square value. Now let me calculate this. 9. 4 times 36 plus how much? 7 9s 63 plus how much? 110 170 190 200. 2x square 200, x square 100, x 10. Okay? Just be careful when you have root x and then cube root of x. When you have x square and then x cube values, no issue at all. Go ahead. Next. You are given x cube. Come on. 112 divided by 2. 112 divided by 2. 56. 56 5 times. Into 10 half. 56 10 times. 560 half. 280. ఆగక్క ఇదెంత 56 120 na 60 okay. In that case that becomes 300, right? 60 into 5 300 plus under root 625 25. So total value becomes 325 into treat it as 3 and treat it as 4. 3 4s 12 and treat it as 4 and a half. Wait. Treat this as 2 and treat it as 4. 2 fours, 8. How much is the previous number? 12. 12 minus 8, 4. 4 times. 1200, 1300. Whatever it is. See, when you are going for cube value, 10 cube, 1000. 11 cube, 1331. Difference is 331. You can have the difference. You have that gap. You have that gap. You can do it. So just be careful when you have root x and then cube root x. This is what I want to convey now.